Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Troyce, and today we're going over the proper form on how to swing a baseball or a softball bat. The cues we're going to focus on today are grip, stance, rotation, and follow through. We're going to go over a few drills and a few in-depth examples on how all these cues are performed with proper form. First thing we're going to go over today is the grip on the bat. When you first grip the bat, you want to grip it in your fingertips because that's where the strongest part of your hands are. And when you grip the bat for righties, your left hand is going to be on the bottom. And you take your top hand, which is your right hand, you're going to place it on top of your left hand, and your knuckles, which you would knock on a door with, are going to be lined up. For lefties, your bottom hand is going to be your right hand. You're going to grip the bat with your right hand, take your left hand on top, and the same alignment with your knuckles is going to happen just as you would for the other side. The next cue we're going to go over today is going to be your stance. Stance is one of the only parts of the swing that is pretty much going to your comfort. The three types of stances with the feet, we have even, closed, and open. The even stance is when your front foot and your back foot are in line. The open stance is when your front foot is a little offset to the outside of the plate. And the closed stance is when your front foot is a bit offset closer to home plate. Now, along with your stance comes the hands. Your hands can be starting high, in the middle, or low. It's about whatever's comfortable for you. And whenever, let's say you have an open stance, when you take your step as the ball's coming in, you always want to come back to even. This way your feet are in line with your toes are in line with each other. The next cue we're going to talk about is the rotation. The rotation all comes from your hips. The hips, when you swing a bat and try to hit the ball, are the powerhouse of your body. The hip rotation starts after you take a step and lock on the ball. We want to lock on the ball first because if you can't see the ball, you're not going to hit it. Once we lock on the ball and take our step, our rotation begins with our back foot rotating towards the pitcher's mound where the ball is coming from. And before we move our hands towards the ball, we want to make sure our hips are already moving in rotation. We're going to take our step, rotate our back, and then we're going to bring our hands right to the ball, keeping our eyes at the bat as the ball meets it. Now we're going to focus on the follow through. The follow through is not only with our hands, but our follow through comes with our legs, our hands, and our eyes. So once we get to here, after our rotation, we're going to follow through with our hands by following through the ball, coming up, around, and the bat is going to finish in almost a back scratching position. That's for the hands. Now for your eyes, we're coming here. Our chin is on our front shoulder. When we come here, our chin is moving to our back shoulder. Once our chin is in contact with our back shoulder and we begin our follow through, that's when we can lift our head and see where the ball is and begin running to first base. A drill we're going to go over today to practice all the cues and put them together for the full swing is a drill that uses a fence, a wall, anything we can use to get practice in. To start this drill, you're going to take the knob of the bat, place it on your belly button. The head of the bat is going to touch the wall or fence in which you're working with. The reason why we're doing this is to create a reasonable distance between yourself and the wall or fence, so this way you are short to the ball, and then you want to focus on being long through the ball. When we put it all together right now in slow motion, the first thing we're going to do, like I said, is belly button and then to the fence. We're going to get in our stance, bring the bat up. First thing we do is take our step, then we're going to start bringing the hands down, keeping our eyes on the bat, following through, and coming to the back scratch position. In full speed, it looks like this. Now, when you do it wrong, your bat is going to come in contact with the fence, like this. When that happens, one thing that you're doing wrong is you're going too long to the ball. Your arms are extending out too early, and it's going to mess up your swing and your follow through. To fix that, you focus on being short to the ball, bring your hands in tight with your body. This way the bat doesn't come in contact with the fence. Now, if this gets very easy for you to do, a way to make it a little harder on yourself is to take a half a step closer and focus on keeping the hands in tight and not contacting the fence. If you're doing this with your belly button with the bat on your belly button and the bat on the fence, and it's very difficult for you, you can take a half a step back into where you're comfortable and then progressively move towards the fence and make it more difficult on yourself. All right, that's all the cues that we went over today. Grip, stance, rotation, and follow through. When you put that together with the correct form, you should have a near perfect swing getting ready to hit the ball out of the park. Thanks for watching.